Preaching the gospel and the culture values and culture wars are synonymous. The gospel draws a line. Jesus says he came not to bring peace but a sword. He came to even bring division, and that division would be people choosing Christ or not choosing Christ. So whenever you're preaching the gospel that Jesus is Lord of all, that has consequences. And Jesus didn't run away from the culture issues of his day. He called the Pharisees and the other leaders whitewashed tombs, vipers. He spoke in love, but he spoke with truth, and he would not run away simply because it was inconvenience. I think the gospel in itself has that redeeming power that ultimately causes people to make a decision, and it causes people to choose whether they're going to follow God or whether they're not going to follow God. How can we, for example, as Christians, be followers of Christ, to reach out to the poor and the undeserving, so to speak, in the world's eyes, to reach out to those who are the most vulnerable among us, which is our Christian duty, and walk away from the issue of abortion? How can we look back at the Holocaust, for example, and say, as a Christian, we should have done nothing. We should have let Hitler just have his reign. All of us now, looking back at that time, would say, surely we would have stood up. I would have been the strong voice. I would have been the one who violated Hitler's rule and hid a Jew in my closet, in my room, and even put my life on the line. It's easy for us to say that at this distance. But we're living at a culture war right now where we have a Holocaust that is even greater than what we saw in Nazi Germany, with 50-some million children now losing their lives for abortion. I think God will hold us accountable. God has birthed us at this moment in history. He's birthed us in the United States with this kind of liberty that we have, the opportunity to vote, and that's a talent that God has given to us, and it's a talent for which we will be held accountable.